kind of hat is that? A mount me hat?
Please do not touch my vehicle.
Is this yours? You own this?
That is my issued vehicle. Do not...
Is it illegal to touch your vehicle? What law is that?
I asked you.
Watch this closely, because this starts with something small and turns into a legal tug of war fast. An officer tells a man not to touch his patrol car, not because it's illegal, but just because he asked. That's your first red flag. A request isn't an order, and confusing the two, that's how rights quietly disappear. So what happens when the citizen pushes back and refuses to play along?
Not to touch the vehicle. I didn't say it was a law. It doesn't have to be a law. That's me requesting it.
Okay, well, do I have to listen to your request? Give me $5.
Absolutely not.
Okay, it was the same fucking
Can
thing.
you run that 29 Jeremy Bartlett, please? Stand for if you would attach him to this call. You think I wouldn't recognize you?
You think
The officer admits it. It doesn't have to be a law. That's me requesting it. That's honest, but here's the problem. He still expects compliance like it's mandatory. That's a red flag because requests only work if you agree. The citizen flips it perfectly. Give me $5. Same logic. This matters because if you can't tell request from command, you're already losing. So why does the officer keep escalating anyway?
I give a shit?
Okay. So if, I've got to know why are you doing this stuff? This is not me yelling at you. This is just me asking as a human.
Doing what?
Recording.
Exercising my rights? I mean, don't you think everybody should use their rights and exercise them?
Oh yeah, I fully agree with that.
Okay.
So
what are we talking about then?
if you don't mind me asking, how much research have you put into this?
To what? This?
Yes.
To this place?
No, to where you can and cannot record. I'm not saying
Oh, a ton.
done. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, about a year's worth before I even started doing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Yep.
So, from my understanding, I will have to double check, but from my understanding, the parking lot is city property.
Now it gets personal. The officer recognizes him, runs his name, and suddenly the tone shifts. That's where it starts to feel less like a casual interaction and more like targeted attention. That's a concern because running someone without clear suspicion can drift into harassment territory. We don't hear any crime articulated here. This matters because detention needs reasons, not recognition. So now the officer pivots straight into recording rights.
All of this sidewalk is not. This is property of the businesses.
Well, they're public businesses.
They might be public businesses, but in the state of Illinois, because I have had to deal with this before, in the state of Illinois, even if it is a public business, the public business has been designated by the state that it can be identified as a private, and the employees or the designees of the employees
Listen to
can
this.
request that you be trespassed from the property.
If I'm committing a crime first.
No, so here's the deal with trespassing. You do not have to commit a crime to
That's
be
false.
trespassed.
Well, go ahead and trespass me from here.
They have not requested that, so I'm not going to do that.
Well, I mean, you can do it, yeah. I mean, it happens all the time, but
Discretion, yes.
it is illegal to trespass somebody from public property. Say me and you own a piece of property.
How is it illegal to trespass somebody from private?
It's not private.
Public business, private buildings.
Here's
Well,
the pivot.
maybe if I was...
Recording rights. The officer claims the sidewalk is business property, not public. That's shaky. Sidewalks are usually public access areas. But even if ownership varies, the real question is control, not labels. That's where officers play word games. The citizen pushes back, and rightly so. This matters because public versus private gets abused to shut cameras off. So what happens when trespass enters the conversation?
inside there or inside a restricted area, then you would be correct. But I haven't been inside the business, and
Would you mind referencing the case law regarding this?
Branchburg v. Hayes, anywhere the public has a right to be.
Granstees Hayes?
Branchburg v. Hayes.
Brandsburg
V. Hayes.
v. Hayes.
V.
V?
Verse.
I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that one.
But I can just tell you right now, the Code of Federal Regulations 107, or it might be 102.7-420. DHS put out a memo in 2013, I think it was, or 2015, redacted, and then re-released it in 2018. And that is the CFR for it, if you wanted to look that up. We don't need permission to go inside our public offices, and that's from DHS.
But you could be trespassed from them.
If I'm disrupting or if I'm causing some kind of... Okay, well...
Now we hit the core issue, trespass. The officer says you don't need a reason to trespass someone. That's misleading. In simple terms, you need lawful authority and control over the property, not just vibes. The citizen argues crime is required. That's not fully accurate either. So both sides are partially off, but the officer's certainty without clarity, that's the real red flag. This matters because confusion is where rights get violated. So who corrects it?
You do not have to have a reason to be trespassed from a property.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
I mean, you could try it. I mean, yeah, you can trespass me from there. Only if I'm in restricted areas. I mean,
If you were on the property,
there's a bunch of...
Technically, you're not on the property right now.
Well, I mean, I'll step back on it. I'm going to go back on it. But there's several subsections of probably what you're looking up, and you probably read one of them. And I get a lot of times in like the other places there, they have the
Sit here. It's 10:50.
they have the state supported land statute, and that's probably what you're talking about. State supported land, you can be trespassed if you're in like a restricted area, if you've been asked to leave. Okay.
Restricted area has nothing to do with it. It is if you have been asked to leave.
Well, I mean, they can ask all day long. And
then you refuse, and then you get charged with criminal trespass to...
That's not how, for one, I'm just going to let you know, Pemberton, that's not how trespass works.
I did want to...
Quick recap. The conversation spirals into FOIA requests, legal claims, and who understands the law better. The officer challenges the paperwork. The citizen stands firm on rights. But here's the truth. Neither side clearly grounds their claims in verifiable law during the exchange. That's the issue. This matters because confidence without accuracy misleads everyone. If this were you, document everything. File complaints if needed. Know the difference between policy and law. Like, subscribe, and credit the original auditor for the footage.
If you would, please. It's PEM, not PEBBERT.
Well, yeah, I mean, I really...
And that's actually how I figured out who you were, because when I worked in the county jail, you spelled my name wrong all the time, too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about that. They get the gist of it.
So why wear the mask if everybody already
knows
who you are?
I have COVID.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you want me to give it to you, I can surely take it off.
I was just at a house that I most likely just got it at, too.
Oh, well, yeah. I try to, because I'm going into these other public offices, and I have lawful and legal business to be there. So if you trespass me while I'm doing...
You don't mind me asking what's your business for the...
Well, I do.
Facilities?
I do have legal and lawful business. That's all I'm going to tell you, because you don't work for these businesses, so I don't have to explain it to you.
That's why I said I was just asking.
Yeah. Some of it I've already took care of. Some of it I might go back and do other stuff.
Okay. So when should I expect you at my office to request a FOIA?
Well, I still haven't got my last one.
Well, you did not fill out a proper FOIA form.
So I'm going to educate you some more. In Illinois, there is no standard form.
You also did not provide enough information for it to be added into the FOIA, from my understanding.
Here's the bottom line. This wasn't about a car. It was about control, language, and who understands their rights better under pressure. The officer leaned on authority. The citizen leaned on knowledge. Imperfect, but assertive. That tension, that's where accountability lives. This matters because most people fold right here. So what would you do? Comply to avoid trouble, or stand your ground and risk escalation?
I'm not 100% sure there.
All I have to do is leave you guys a way to get me the information. I don't have to leave a name, a number. I don't have to leave all that. I do these all over.
Okay, then how do you, whenever you go in and say, hey, can I get my FOIA?
I don't. You guys are supposed to just send me a copy of it. That's all it is.
Okay.
I mean,
Hey, Jeremy.
yeah, you too, man. Don't violate anybody's rights. You can't trespass unless they're committing a crime on private property. You can.
ILCS, criminal trespass.
Well,
Look it up on
that's criminal trespass. Yeah, this isn't criminal.
trespass.
You know-
in itself is a criminal statute.
No, it's not. Trespass is a civil matter until you
What
go back.
What class were you in at the police academy when you learned the laws?
Oh, did you learn laws?
I did while I was in the police academy. Yes, I did.
Okay, well, you need to go back and study that one
Okay,
because
if you would, just make sure that goes on YouTube so I can find it and watch it later.